Hey guys, Billy Bob here. Making this video is going to be all about classes. What class you're supposed to use. What class do I think that's good for sniping, regular class, rush class, whatever. So basically we're going to go to create a class and we're going to think this out with thought, okay? This is going to be a thought out class. Just what I think that's a pretty good class. And we're going to go down to top class. Okay. Primary. Well, there's submachine guns, assault rifles, shotguns, light machine guns, and snipers. It's like, which one of these is the most reliable class? Submachine guns is great at close range, medium range sometimes, but long range it's not really reliable at all. Shotgun's pretty much just good at short range. It's not really kind of useless at any other range in the game. There's like machine guns. A lot of machine guns are great. They have the range. They have medium, line, but the thing you have to realize about light machine guns is that they don't really have a very quick reload time, which is very hard. And snipers are great at long range, but at close range and sometimes medium range, they're not reliable. So really, assault rifles is the most reliable. And when we have a lot, we have the M16, Enfield, M14, FAMAS, Galil, AUG, FAL, AK-47, Commando, and the G11. Now, which one of these is the most reliable? Well, M16, very reliable gun. M16 is a great gun. Enfield, pretty good. M14, do not use this gun. Just use the FAL. There's FAMAS, a very reliable gun. FAMAS, a very good gun in this game. Galil, great gun. All good. But I like the FAL because if you can get good with the FAL, if you can learn how to use the FAL, if you learn how to get your trigger finger better, and learn how to use the trigger finger, which my next video will be how to have a good trigger finger, how to use a good trigger finger. If you can have a good trigger finger, FAL is a very good gun. Now, what attachment should you use for the FAL? There's a lot of good choices. Well, I'm just going to give you a couple, because this is really not attachments. It's just what you like. Okay, so there's suppressor. Suppressor's pretty good. Nobody can see you on the map. But with the FAL, it seems like with suppressor, it's harder to hit enemies. I don't know why, don't ask me, but it just seems like it's harder. But if you can get used to it, if you like suppressor, go for it. Reflex sight's okay. Red dot sight. I love red dot sight on my FAL. Very recommended to use red dot. ACOG is okay, but it just has a big jerk to it, and it messes up my aim a little bit. So yeah, dual mag. Now, if it was up to me, I would either use dual mag or extended mag. Now, which one of these is better? Well, dual mag, what it does is it makes one time a faster reload. So basically, put the mags together, get a quick reload, but the next time you reload, it's not going to be that quick. That's why I have to say extended mags is the best to go for. Camo, I use Yukon because it's white, it's awesome, whatever. Anyway, secondary. What's a good secondary? Well, there's three kinds of secondaries. There's pistol, launcher, special. Well, you don't want specials because they're just retarded, not reliable. Don't ballistic knife is useless. Crossbow's okay. Launchers, well, you can use a launcher if you want, to have that power in your secondary. If you want to have, the RPG, you can use RPG or China Lake. You can use this if you want. If you want, or if you're playing domination or something, you can use the Strela 3. You go to take down aircraft. You can use this, but I have to say, always use your trusty pistols. Now, there's two options here. What I like, my favorite secondary, I would have to say is Python. And what attachments? Oh yeah, dual wield. Python dual wheels are just a very reliable, secondary to pull out real quick and to take them down. Another great one is the CZ75 automatic attachment. That's another really good one. You can take that one too. It's another really good one. So I have to say Python or the other one with the automatic attachment. Lethal. Well, you're gonna want Semtex or Frag. Semtex sticks to stuff. It explodes faster. Frag You can cook it. It can, or you can throw it if you want gun, if you want the grenade to roll. It's just whatever you like. I like Simtex. That's just my personal opinion. Now this is optional. There's really two good ones. Flash, basically, you want flashbang or concussion. Decoy is okay. Decoy's okay. I have to say, decoy's okay. If you want to use decoy, you can, but you just really need a flashbang or concussion. And really, I have to say concussion because concussion you throw it faster, and in Call of Duty sometimes you just don't have that couple of seconds to prepare it. You just need that quick kind of throw. So I have to say concussion. Now, the last one, this is optional. Optional once again. Camera spike useless. C4 useless. Tactical insertion double freaking useless. Jammer's okay. You can use jammer if you want. If you don't, it's an okay one. So if you want to use jammer, you can. But I would have to say Claymore, motion sensor. Motion sensor is very good. I actually have to say use motion sensor if possible. Claymore is I would take Claymore because you can just put it down over a bomb if you're playing search, or you can just put it around a corner if you're wanting to camp somewhere. Claymore is very good and reliable, or motion sensor or jammer. This is whatever you like. I like Claymore or motion sensor, but that's just what I have. Perks. Perk 1. Which one's the best one? I'd have to say, okay. So Hardline's decent. Ghost is decent. Scavenger's decent. But which one's going to benefit you most? I have to say Flak Jacket. Because grenades is big in this game. People are always throwing grenades. And this is just going to help you not die of grenades as much often. Perk 2. Harden. Pretty good. Scout. Totally useless. Steady aim's pretty much useless. Sleight of hand's very useful if you want the faster reload, and warm. Well, I have to say hardened, and this is why I say hardened. If there's an enemy behind something and you need to kill him, harden's your thing. Because if you don't have harden, you're going for the headshot. You're not even thinking about shooting through the wall, shooting through that, shooting through it. Well, with harden, just makes him an open target. And last but not least, perk 3. You look at all of them. Tactical match useless. Marathon's okay. If you want to use marathon, you can. Ninja, second chance. Hacker. Well, I have to say hacker because you don't want to run into claymores, and hacker's just a very reliable thing. Well, that's pretty much it. That's a reliable class, as you can see here. FAL, Finmax, Python, Dual Wield, Semtex, Concussion, Claymore, Flak Jacket, Hardened Hacker. That's my class. If you can sub if you want, if you love my videos. My live stream is the same as my YouTube account. If you want to go there, you can look at that. This is Billy Bob Joe Jr. Thank you for watching.